The Sixers easily won the offseason by signing Paul George, but is it going to be enough to get them to the NBA Finals? So, Paul George, pretty good NBA player if you haven't noticed. He's pretty good. 23, 5 and 3, 41% shooting on 8 attempts from 3 last year on 74 games. Not bad. Like, only missed 8 games. Saying a lot for Paul George. Being a Clippers fan, you already know that. That's not bad. That's how the Clippers were allowed to get the 4th seed last year. I mean, even though we lost in the first round because injuries and all that stuff, but he played good. I mean, look at this. He's been playing. He's been All-Star how many times? Averaged over 20 points basically his entire career. We don't have to talk too much about my situation, what I think the Clippers should have done and did do. I think they made the right move. I think the Sixers also made the right move. They needed another guy, especially since Tyrese Maxey is like shot up and Embiid is obviously up here. And Paul George is just that other guy who can, if anyone's going to help them, is Paul George. So I think it's been kind of cool to have that third guy and like, oh, it's Paul George, you know? I've talked about this in the Clippers video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's going to be up here. But LA wasn't the right situation for him. Him and Kawhi were a really good duo, but one was on, one was off the whole time, or both were out, or both were on, and it was just like all over the place. Now, you've got like a tripod, I guess. Like, I don't know why I'm coming up with this analogy of a freaking stool. But yeah, you got 3 legs. You got Tyrese Maxey, you got Joel Embiid, and you got Paul George. So it's like, even if you don't have one, it might not be great, but it's definitely better than just having like Tyrese Maxey and Embiid, and then you have Tyrese Maxey pop out or Embiid pop out, and then Tyrese Maxey's just here. So, excuse me if the freaking stool reference didn't make any sense, but that's just what popped in my head like just right now. It's like a Jimmy Neutron freaking brain blast. But yeah, Paul George is not bad. All-star. Very reliable. Everyone knows he's very shifty. He's very good. He's a good two-way player. His contract is like okay for a 33-year-old. His contract's going to be over when he's like 38. There's a whole bunch of memes about that. But I mean, yeah, if he can stay healthy, I mean, it's just the same thing over and over again with Paul George that we've been saying for years. If he can stay healthy, it's going to be pretty good. And it's going to help the team out a lot. And I think the repercussions for him not being healthy are less on the Sixers. But then again, you're playing with Joel Embiid. And so it's just, you never know how that's going to go. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they are going to be locked in this year. Can they make it to the finals? Can they beat somebody? Can Embiid stay healthy? Are they going to win a first-round playoff or a second-round playoff series to get to a conference final for the first time in freaking however long, right? Because when Jimmy Butler was on the Sixers and they had the whole squad with like Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris and Embiid, the only reason they didn't go to the conference finals is because freaking that Kawhi shot bounced in 6 times and went in. Like, that's what blocked them off from going to the conference finals for the first time in forever. So it's going to be very interesting if they can do it this year. Now, I do think competition-wise, the Bucks are going to be very good, the Knicks are going to be very good, and the Celtics are obviously going to be very good. They're going to be kind of in the realm of the top 4 teams. So yes, I'm going to deem the Sixers as contenders. Just 100%. You have Joel Embiid. You've got a better shot than most teams to make the playoffs and to make an impact in at least the first 2 rounds. Now, that's better than most teams in the NBA, so just that's what I'm going to run with, right? Looking at their depth, surprised me a decent amount. Now, do I like Caleb Martin and playing power forward? Not one bit. Would I rather have Gershon Yabusele play? Yes. So Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre has been a revelation for this team. Paul George, Caleb Martin, Embiid, I mean, they're both out, but it's preseason. Kyle Lowry, I didn't even know they got Eric Gordon until like just now. Let me know if you guys just figured that out as well. Gershon Yabusele was a great pickup. I'm so glad someone picked him up from France. I'm a big France guy. I lived in France for a little bit, speak French and stuff. But Gershon Yabusele, man, him playing for France in the Olympics was freaking awesome. And then to get picked up, and he's been balling out in the preseason. So I just love that. I think it's going to be a great pickup. I wish he would start over Caleb Martin. I think that would be flipped just because Gershon, he's a 4, bro. Caleb Martin, he's not a power forward, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. He can rebound. It's the Josh Hart thing. Hard, tough guy, good defender, rebounder, but he's 6'5", so why is he playing power forward? It's just PJ Tucker. It's just that vibe again. So you don't need that now. I don't know why you have that. Then it's really cool to hear about like Embiid called up Drummond and was like, "Yo, I need you on my team ASAP." Drummond was like, "Bet, bro. If the freaking former MVP of the league tells me to get on his team, I'm on his team, bro." So that's going to be really cool. He's a great rebounder. Probably one of the best backup bigs that there are. You could make a case if like Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein like don't start together, that's like on the same level. But then you got third string. This is the first video where I've really talked about third string players. Reggie Jackson, I didn't even know about that. That's a great pickup as well. Jerry McCain just went to the hospital with a concussion. He slammed his head down on the court. prayers up for that guy. Hopefully he gets better. I'm going to see him ball out. KJ Martin, former Clipper. He's cool. I like some of these guys. Adam Bona, he's really, really cool. If you've not seen this dude's highlights at UCLA, go watch them right now. Ricky Council, solid. So overall, the whole depth chart is solid. But if this guy and this guy have those big fat red O's next to their names for the whole season, it's not going to matter. It's not going to do anything. We all know that. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how this all turns out. A lot of good signings, but somehow it just still doesn't feel like right. Like a good Giannis series against the Sixers would just completely wipe them off the face of the earth. Like, I don't think anybody can really stop a good Giannis series. If Giannis has a really good series against you, I don't think you're coming out of it alive. That goes to the Celtics. I will stand by that. But so it's just gonna come down to health. And I know that's the boring answer, but like Tyrese Maxey is gonna be really good. I think they got a lot of good guys to do something. They will be a playoff team. Do not get it twisted. But the level of how far they can go in the playoffs is just all down to this guy right here, Joel Embiid. So I made a comment, another video, I think it was in a Bucks video or something, about like what a superstar is, and I kind of threw out like a superstar term, and I said basically anybody who has done anything on their own, like a personal accolade, is a superstar. And so that means like guys like Jason Tatum, and even Jaylen Brown, in my opinion, even though he got Finals MVP. Come on, he averaged 20 points per game. That's not a superstar. I deem Joel Embiid as a superstar just because he's anybody who won an MVP and averaged 35 points per game in a season and like 34 points the year before that, and is just one of the best offensive big men that we've ever seen in terms of scoring. He's a once in a generation type player. Like, I will not get over that. Joel Embiid is a superstar. His health is not superstar-ish. It sucks. That's why maybe he's averaged so much last year, because he was scoring that much. I think he would have still scored that much regardless, even if he was healthy. That's a whole different conversation. But all that being said about Embiid being a superstar and like top tier, maybe easily top 5 player in the league, 100% top 5 player in the league, Joel Embiid. All that being said, the window is closing. I just made a video about Paolo Banchero. You got to realize that there are younger guys who are coming in, and then you've got Giannis, who, if he's healthy, he will wipe you off the face of the earth. Like I said, I've said that twice. I don't know why I've said that exact phrase twice, but that's probably because that's what's going to happen if Giannis plays you. So it's going to be very interesting. Like, the Sixers do not have much time. I get that they have Tyrese Maxey and they think that the window open up, but Joel Embiid is already on such thin ice, and you have a 33-year-old Paul George. They're going to be really good for 1 to maybe 2 seasons. But even when you had James Harden, everyone was like, yo, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, and Embiid. What'd y'all do? Didn't do anything. So they're still contending. Do not get it wrong. Like, they're still contenders. It just is going to be very, very, like, half of the PG contract is what they have. This year, next year, then there's going to be wraps. It's going to be other teams coming up and bodying them. And then the West is going to get better. I mean, the West is going to get better. Even if they make it to the finals, they got to play someone from the West. And I don't think this team can face someone from the West, like, head on and take them on. Like, it's going to be very interesting to see. So that's all I got for today. If you are interested in watching, I mentioned this in all my videos, but I'm doing a members-only series where I'm covering the NBA literally every single day, just for like 5 to 10 minutes. Just members only. Go check it out. It's the join button next to subscribe. $2 a month. That's what I've set it at, because I'm like, I don't want this. I think that's the lowest I can make it. $2 a month to support me. That'd be freaking awesome. If you just want to watch extra content, you'll have like literally 30 to 35 videos extra to watch from me if you want that, just for that. I think I would really, really appreciate that. I just want to make this thing work, and I think it'd be kind of fun to kind of just do a little bit of a daily recap of the NBA for the homies that want it, because I don't want to just be posting that on YouTube like every single day. I just want to be able to like record and just chuck it up. Like, it's gonna be kind of like first reaction stuff. So that's available. If you've not seen the rest of these contenders or pretenders series, I covered your favorite NBA team. Basically, I think I have like 5 or 4 more to go after this, and they will be posted before the season starts. So after that, I will announce another. I've kind of already teased it, more little interview series for the rest of the year. So if you are a fan of an NBA team that I don't know, such as the Orlando Magic or the Atlanta Hawks, reach out to me, because I will be interviewing a fan from every single NBA franchise for the rest of the season. So that's all I got for today. We out.